Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition. Clear. The Mountaineers will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they got him for the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Appalachian State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On the run, it's Goodwin. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And the returner is stopped. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to the back. Smashes ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Off play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Goodwin. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay at home.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's not just starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the move, it's Crosby. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He's looking to throw it. He's open on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. 1st and goal for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Keeps the legs moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Lambert. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little extra time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Offense gets set for second down. He'll keep it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looking for a block. It's Crosby. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The quick out.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Now on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Goodwin. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, he lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll leave it with him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And they get him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a 1st down play. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. At the 35, he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. He makes the connection. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. A 3rd and long coming up here. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And he's running in the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. From the gun. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Coming after it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. It's a draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Got his man. Open runway ahead. The 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to surge it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the... Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 24 to Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back.
play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Looking left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team. Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Cornhuskers will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Gonna run it. It's Murphy. Still on his feet at the 45. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Slips away. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Rivers. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Fights off a defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
To the air, it's Rivers. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Run it with the fullback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
7, Nebraska, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's got it down the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. So now on comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Notre Dame 7, Nebraska 3.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Notre Dame right back to the line. On third down, going up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.